discuss today. I'm very excited about this. We're going to talk about my business failures. Hooray! I've been in business now for, going on 8 years. It feels like longer than that. And I first got my business license, it was probably 12 years ago, but I went full time with the business about like 7 or 8 years ago. And I have failed a lot. In fact, one of you left a comment, and I wish I had thought to go back and look it up before I started this live. I think it was Julia who left a comment, something about like your business success. And I was like, I've had some success in my business, but I've had a lot of failures, and maybe I need to talk about that more because I feel like we need to normalize failing. Like, I personally like to fail enthusiastically. In fact, this was a comment or a concept that I discuss a lot in my yoga classes as a yoga teacher, where I tell people, like, if you're going to try a pose that feels kind of scary and you think if you fail, it's going to be a disaster, right? You're going to fail miserably, don't do it. But if you think if you fail at it, it's still going to be fun, so you can fail enthusiastically, then do that pose. So we can bring that concept into our business, where it's like, even if things don't quite work out to the metrics that we set in terms of what our measure of success is, doesn't mean that it was a failure in the sense that it wasn't worth your time. To me, a failure is more analogous to a pivot. Okay, this isn't quite working this way. What can I do differently that I can make this work? And I'm going to give you guys some examples of that. But first, I want to talk to you guys about my bundle. I have a series of courses I'm selling as a bundle right now, and you can buy it on sale. This is the last week I'm going to have it at this price ever. And it includes Insight Timer Success, which a lot of you know of. And this is like all about how to create an income stream so that you're just making money month over month, and it just shows up in your account. You don't have to do any additional work. But of course, passive income doesn't start passively unless you inherit money. Even then, you have to suffer the trauma of your family. But it starts as an active income stream, and then over time it becomes a passive income stream. So I'm gonna passive income mastery. This is how you build your audience and earn money with ease, right? Flash sale. Normally I'm going to sell this for $1,000, probably even more than that, because it's really valuable. Now only $297 for a limited time. So this is all about how to find your dream clients without the hassle of the algorithm. I know a lot of you get really frustrated with the Facebook and the Instagram. How do I break through to my clients who want to see me? I have the secrets for that. This is how you can make money in your sleep. You get paid that passive income for your work, so you have time to live your life. And this is the program where you sell courses, books, and programs without the hassle of launching. If you know me, launching is not my favorite. I don't love it. So you're going to get access to over $1,700 worth of courses. If you bought them all separately, it would be over $1,700. Everything you need to create financial freedom. So you're going to get access to the Money Mastery Challenge. That's my 3-day challenge that helps you determine your rates. You're going to get access to the Art of Attracting Soulmate Clients. That's my market research course. You'll get access to Insight Timer Success, how to make a lot of money on Insight Timer. And I even threw in Travel Hacking 101, because I consider that to be a form of passive income for myself, my travel hacking, how I travel first class for free. So for a limited time, and this is the last week, right? This is March 14th now. So this Friday will be the last time I offer this. I'm selling it as a bundle and a limited time for $297 as my gift to all of us experiencing a recession. Give yourself an opportunity to skip the recession by creating passive income. So we got some testimonials on this page. Janet Brent has done this. Lisa Van Zylen has done this. Cami Koss has done this program. They're all now making money every single month. They're getting checks in the mail, or probably not checks in the mail. Probably they're getting PayPal deposits every single month. We've got some frequently asked questions. So how do you know if this program is right for you? If you're a spiritual entrepreneur, if you're creative, if you're self-motivated, and I'll talk more about that in a second, if you're eager to make passive income, and if you have courses, programs, and or ebooks that you want to sell out, then 100% this is for you. So people who have taken this course and who have had success with the program include yoga teachers, book editors, marriage and family therapists, doctors, meditation guides, intuitive healers, sound healers, energy healers, Reiki masters, and many others. Basically, if you do healing work and want to make passive income, this is the program for you. Now, if you're already overwhelmed with too much to do, how much time will this take? If you can dedicate an hour a week to this program, you will see success within 3 months. If you can dedicate more time, you're going to see bigger results sooner. And how will the course materials be delivered? You're going to have access to the course modules, very short videos that include, for my ADHD friends, you can speed up the video, and they tell you everything you need to know, right? So you're going to get all the resources you need to build an audience and make money doing what you love to do. Once you sign up, you get immediate access to the course to build an audience of dream clients who are so ready to hire you. You get exactly how to get paid for the resources that you've currently been offering to your clients for free. You're going to learn about the equipment and tech you should actually invest in and what you can skip to save money. I'll give you my strategies that work for everyone on exactly how to promote yourself without feeling salesy. And this, of course, includes access to Insight Timer Success, my #1 method for passive income for healers who are sick of the social media hustle. You can learn a little bit about me. I recommend you sign up. So I mentioned, like, if you're self-motivated, you should buy the bundle because you're going to be guiding yourself through the courses. If you're like me and you find it difficult to motivate yourself, you need someone there holding you accountable to actually getting this stuff done, then this is what you need: the Spiritual Entrepreneur Breakthrough VIP experience. This is how we build a profitable and purposeful business together. It's a short-term, one-on-one coaching program designed to help you create a profitable and purposeful business. This is like if you have an incredible service to offer, but you have no idea where to find clients. If you're looking to pivot your business, you know you need to grow, you're not sure in what direction, or if you're seeking clarity in exactly how to use social media to find clients without that overwhelm, then this is the program for you. After this program, you will have a crystal clear plan to align your income with your passion. You will have unshakable confidence when communicating with your potential clients. You will have a super simple plan to effortlessly use your time on social media to make tons of money. And you'll also have a high vibe foundation to create everything you want to live life on your own terms. You can read those testimonials if you'd like. This is everything that's included. You get a strategy call, you get VIP one-on-one coaching. We meet every week. You'll get 30 days of unlimited text coaching through WhatsApp. It's so valuable. It's so powerful. The people who have gone through this program with me, they make such big changes. In fact, some of my clients just buy the program month over month, and it's basically like their monthly subscription to coaching with me. Another testimonial, you can learn more about me if you click on the link. And I only take a few of these a month. So if this resonates with you, I recommend signing up as soon as possible. And now we'll get to the meat of what we wanted to discuss today, which is my top 3. Yeah, my top 3 business failures. #1, 30 Days of Self-Care is a course that I created the first year that I started my business. 3 people bought it. I put so much work into this. I put probably 3 hours a day for 30 days straight, if not more. I put so much time and effort into this, and the whole time knowing only 3 people had signed up because I was running it live, it was like I'd made a couple $100. It was so not worth it. It was so not worth it. And I made every single mistake that every coach makes building their first course. I built it before I sold it. I built something that people didn't actually want. No one has an extra hour and a half a day to dedicate to self-care. And if if the people who really needed this program, like, they don't have an hour and a half, they only have like 5 minutes. And I was marketing to people who like needed to develop a self-care routine. So eventually I did create a 5-minute meditation routine for those people. And I didn't know what to do with 30 days of self-care until a few years later, I started working for UCSB as a yoga teacher, and I just gave all of my students access to it, and they loved it. They loved it. So now I was getting paid through UCSB for these students who, did have a little bit of extra time. right? Didn't have families yet, or those obligations. School kids are busy. I'm not saying they aren't busy, but that's a really good age. Those I had everything in those UCSB classes, from undergrads to PhDs to teachers, and people in that academia world. They definitely need to work on their self-care. So suddenly I had hundreds of students. And then the pandemic hit and I could only teach yoga online. So I turned it into a 10-week yoga program that I still sell to this day through one of my automated passive income processes. So it was a failure when I first did it. And it took a couple of years for me to make, thousands of dollars from it. But again, like, I failed enthusiastically, right? I definitely had to deal with some hurt feelings, my own ego stuff, but I failed in a way that I could turn it into something better, and I still got something from it. Okay, so that was number one, big course mistake. Number two, another course mistake. I created a course called the Mindful Content Creation. What was it? It was like a webinar. What did I call it? I called it something else though. So one of the things that I love to do is write, and I love copywriting. I love writing copy for other people. It's something I've done throughout my life in various capacities, having worked in PR and a variety of other industries. And one of my coaches commented, like, hey, you're really amazing at creating content. You just write a lot. Like, can I do a session with you and you can help me create content? And I was like, yeah, sure. She paid me $500 and we spent an hour and a half and we got her a ton of content. And I was like, I should turn this into a course. No one bought it. No one wanted that. My audience did not want that from me, even though a lot of them needed it. The way I marketed it kind of sucked. The thing with my coaching programs and my courses that I've learned is that I just can't plan too much. And I put a lot of planning into this one, just like I did for the first one. And what I really needed to do, and what I did later, is take on beta testers explaining, like, I'm building this live and I don't know how it's going to go or what the results are going to be. So you get a discount because who knows what's going to happen. But we know something good's going to happen because you're working with me. So that was my second biggest failure, putting so much time and effort into a course, helping people create content, not selling it, not launching it properly. But every step along the way, I learned something about myself, about how I want to launch courses, how I want to build courses, what works best for my community as well. And once again, I pivoted this into a bonus for my private clients. So it's still something that I sell, but I don't actively promote it. But I have it as, like, by the way, as a bonus, you're going to get this course that I sold for $500. It's going to tell you everything you know about how to create content. And then people aren't paying me the $500 for the course, right? They're paying me a couple $1,000 to work directly, privately, one-on-one with me. So that was my second biggest mistake. Very similar to the first. You guys may be sensing a theme. This third one's a little bit different though. This third one, my biggest business failure: retreats. Such a huge failure. And this one is something I'm kind of still recovering from it, but it was more about me learning about myself than it actually was about, like, making a mistake in my business, right? So I decided I wanted to host retreats. People had asked me to host retreats. I had done years of market research, going to a variety of retreats to understand what it was that I wanted to offer. And then I decided to go live offering retreats. And I tried a few soft launches. I tried one at the beginning of the pandemic when I was living in Mexico. I had a bunch of people interested. I even took out Google ads and got, like, people who were interested off that. And then it occurred to me, I don't want a bunch of people around me. This is why I moved to Mexico, to get away from the pandemic. I don't want to bring in a bunch of people who are going to be on a plane doing the worst thing. And so I canceled it. But I was like, I'll try again, when the pandemic is less rough. So last year, I decided to go, like, all in with the retreats. I signed up for this luxury travel service, and I started doing some soft launching for it, just kind of gathering interest. And I realized that once again, I did not want to run retreats. Every step of the way, I was resisting it. All I really wanted to do was travel, but I wanted to get paid for it. And I wanted other people to pay me for it, but I didn't want to be responsible for them. I'm okay being responsible for people in the context of, like, a yoga class or a one-on-one session and helping them through those big moments. But for, like, 4 to 7 days of 24/7 being responsible for these people and their travel and any emergencies that come up, which they always do, it just was not appealing to me. And I spoke to several of my yoga teacher friends who run retreats, And some of them absolutely love it, and that's their lifestyle. But a lot of them are like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's why I charge so much money, because I need so much recovery time. And then I got sick. And then I got very sick I was sick for like 4 months last year. And so like I couldn't hold space for people in that way anyway, even though I had already made this investment. So I turned that investment basically into a year of travel once I was feeling better. And I'm still paying that off. So I'm still kind of recovering from this idea that I want to run retreats. But as I mentioned, I try to fail enthusiastically instead of miserably. And so I try to make the best of these things. So I offer this to you as just a little bit of feedback from someone who maybe, according to the rules of social media, looks like she's got all her shit together and is doing everything really well, and everything she touches turns to gold. And that is not the case at all. Okay, what you see before you is several years of failing enthusiastically and a couple of things that have kind of worked. Sound good? Thanks everyone for being here. If you like my vibe, keep in touch. Keep in touch in my circle. I'm going to repost this to YouTube, so I'll tell my YouTubers, like and subscribe for more. Go check out the links in the captions, and you can learn how you can work with me, Morgan, a business coach for spiritual entrepreneurs.